Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm sure you could already tell by the title, but I finally picked up my new project car. Before we hop into that, I kind of want to go a little bit back in time and talk about the journey it took for me to find this car. So about 8-9 months ago is when I really decided I want a new project car. So I wanted a drift car, and the first car I wanted for some reason was a 4-door Skyline. Found one locally. Right when it came off the ship, I called them. I was like, hey, don't do anything to the car yet. I want to see it. I want to get a better deal on it, so don't paint it or fix it up or anything. I went and looked at it. It needed a little bit more work than what I wanted. It was kind of like a little too janky. It was rattle canned and all that, so I decided to pass on that. My cousin was like, hey, there's this other Skyline down south, let's go check it out. So the deal was I gotta bring my own wheels, so I grabbed my RPF ones, went, picked Eddie up. We went down to Portland, we got there, looked at it. He told me it had a little bit of rust. In pictures it looked pretty good. When we got there, it was super beat up, like the interior was all like torn up, it was missing vents and stuff, but we decided to still go out for a test drive. So he took us out, and he knew I was looking for a drift car, so he wanted to show us that it drifted. He pulled into a parking lot and just started doing donuts. Eddie was in the backseat like freaking out, like what the heck is this guy doing? I've never been on a test drive where a guy is just doing donuts. Not sure if I would do something like that if I was selling the car, but he wanted to show us that it could drift. So I mean, it is what it is, and yeah, we got back, looked at the car a little bit more. They had way too much rust. The quarter panels were all rusted, rocker panels, everything was kind of just rusted, and the car pretty much had cancer, and I was like, don't want to get into this, don't want to like swap the quarter panels and all that, so decided to pass. On the way home, my buddy was like, hey, my brother has a couple E36 M3s, come check them out. So I went, looked at them, they were pretty clean, but they needed a lot of work. They needed like some wiring conversion, OBD2, OBD1, whatever. Didn't really want to get into that mess, so I decided to pass on that. After that, this is where the story gets pretty interesting. So I found a 350Z, looked pretty clean, get it up for $4,000, and I was like, yo, this is a pretty good deal. I went, looked at it, had some issues. The transmission had some like grinding issues. It was leaking quite a bit of oil, but he wanted $4,000. We talked down to $2,500. So I was like, yo, this is a good deal. I want this car. I'll drift this car. It's a Z. I know they're annoying, but whatever. So I went, picked Eddie up. We came back, looked at it a little bit more. He test drove it. Everything checked out fine. It was pretty clean. The body was straight. Interior was nice. It had like an dash. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So we're like, yeah, let's get it. All right, let's do the paperwork. So it pulls out the title. I start looking at it. Eddie's like, yo, this doesn't feel legit. I looked at it. It was like printer paper. So someone printed a copy of the title. I'm like, okay, this is a little bit sketchy. So I call it in, give them the VIN and all that, and they were like, nope, there's nothing out on this car. But if it's too good to be true, probably something sketchy. So I decided I still wanted the car. So I hired some private investigators. They're supposed to like reach out to the owner, send them letters in the mail. If they don't get back to them, then I can take the car to state patrol and all that. There was a way to get the title, but it was going to be a little too sketchy. I could have got like the bonded title, which is 3 years or something, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to dump a bunch of money into this car, make it a drift car. The guy comes back home overseas or something and is like, hey, my car is gone, and then they just take it right back. So it was a little bit too sketchy, didn't want to get into it. And somehow a couple weeks ago we messaged each other on Facebook again. I asked him about the car and he ended up selling it for $500. Like, I don't know, man, I was shook. I guess I took an L. I should have picked that car up. He also just bought that car, so he didn't know what he got into. So he lost a ton of money, but yeah, just bad situation overall. That didn't work out. So after the 350Z, my buddy was like, hey, there's an S13 with a Sylvia front end at my apartment. I was like, yeah, sure, here, put a note on his car. I gave him a note. He left it on his car. The guy texted me. I called him. He was like, no, I don't want to sell this car. I love it. And I was like, come on, man, like, you're not even gonna consider it. And he's like, nah. He was kind of like annoyed that I was asking him, so that didn't work out. So after that Sylvia at the apartments, my buddy picked up an S13 with the Sylvia front end as well. So I went, looked at that, he said he would sell it to me. It was an automatic, it was a single cam, it needed a little bit too much work, and I didn't really feel like paying that much for a car that needed a swap, needed a conversion and all that, so I decided to pass on that as well. Then I found a super clean S14 shell. It was like mint. I went, looked at it, the body was straight, it was an automatic, but he pulled the engine, so I would just have to do the conversion, get the pedal and whatnot, but he wanted a little too much, and he said he wanted to wait a little bit more before he accepted my offer. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. That didn't work out. He ended up selling it. Yeah, that's pretty much my journey to find a drift car, and if you can get something out of this video, it's probably that patience is super important, not just when it comes to cars, but in general in life. Like, that's something that I've always pushed super hard on myself and on my friends. Don't get too hot about a car, just be patient and the right car will come around. So this is where I find my next project car, and I guess we'll just continue with the video from here. All right guys, so it's another day, another car we're gonna go look at. It's been a really long journey to try to find my next project car, but I have a feeling this might be the one. Probably looked at like close to 10 other cars, or 10 cars in total now. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. And this car was pretty much like at the top of my list. So I really hope it works out. We're gonna head there now. It's about an hour drive, so I'm gonna pick Eddie up real quick so that he could check the car out as well. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully we're gonna be driving back with the car because I'm pretty tired of just looking at cars and not picking them up. So yeah, let's hope this one works out. Get in, loser. We're going shopping. All right, so we just got here. I'm about to take this thing out for a drive. You ready, boy?
Yeah.
Man, hopefully it works out because I really like this thing. You guys ready to see it? Here it goes.
I'm just trying to make it to the top on me. Brand new, bad new, guap, new green. Had to cut them all, keep the real blue lean. Had to cut them all, gotta make it ball, man. I'm just trying to make it to the top on me. Brand new.
What do you think?
Is it for me?
Oh, really? It doesn't make any difference.
No, they. Yeah, definitely.
Let it warm up a little bit. Yeah, this is cool.
Right here. Yeah, right here.
Hit the blinker. I thought you were gonna go for the wipers.
Yeah, this water's good.
Alright, bro. Don't blow my motor. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I approve of your decision.
You approve?
That's what I said.
I've talked them out of a lot of cars.
Yeah,
In
we've
the past.
looked at, in the last 6 months, probably close to 10 cars. Wow, thank you. So this guy's got a whole bunch of cool cars. He's got that Skyline over there. This is some kind of Honda. That Mugen grill. I've never seen this thing before. So we're gonna be driving it home with no plates.
That's alright.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I don't even get to drive it first. Kind of sad, but trying to get some rollers of this thing. What did you say?
They said I want a right-hand drive car now, guys.
He's been driving it for like 5 minutes and he already wants a right-hand drive car.
Stone cold vibe, yeah. Cruising 45, 95 mile high. Hit the sunset dry, yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Stone cold vibe, yeah. Cruising 45, 95 mile high. Hit the sunset dry, yeah.
Boy, get out of the driver's seat.
This guy kicking me out on the highway.
We have to pull over because I want to drive. How was the first drive?
That was pretty dope, actually.
Pretty sick, huh?
I kind of want one now.
You better get one, dude. We'll be right-hand drive buddies. Yo, so actually, like for the first drive on the highway, I think I got the hang of it. I'm not really like swerving too much. Just got to get used to like looking at the mirrors all different.
Bullshit.
Shut up. Dude, this is so weird. Like, I don't even know, man. Like, the mirrors, everything's like reversed. But I think I got the hang of it. Yeah.
Bruh.
I'm trying to get used to the car. I'm not gonna.
You said you're used to it.
This is my first time on the freeway though. Like, it's still kind of sketchy. Hey, how do I look? How do I look? Does that look funny or what? But yeah, so far driving this thing on the freeway,
It's not bad.
like Eddie's saying,
Not bad
he's
at all.
surprised there's no like random squeaks or anything. This thing is driving honestly like a dream. Yeah, I don't know what kind of gas I'm gonna put in here, so I'm just gonna put mid-grade. I've never used 89 before. Check out those JDM stickers. Yeah, buddy.
Now I'm tryna sell a lie, then I'm here for the long ride. As soon as I blow up, it's by. As soon as I blow up, it's straight to the runway. Got some people who gon' say that I'm going the wrong way, cause they didn't go their own way. You must think that I'm you, tryna take all my fun away. I just get them a pump fake. I know some people gon' hate, but I can't let them dictate how I play my game, how I shoot. Let me see.
All right, guys, so car's finally all cleaned up. I'm just gonna do a quick run through of the car, give you guys a little more detail. So this is my new Nissan Silvia. It's a 1994, so it's one of the first years that they came out in Japan. This body style, the S14, came out in 95 in the US. But yeah, overall, the exterior is pretty clean. No major dents or anything like that, so I'm super happy with it. This is the clean side, pretty much bone stock. It's got some mud flaps. We got these 16-inch SSR wheels. They are 4x114, so I won't be running them for too much longer. Planning on doing the 5-lug conversion really soon. As for the rear end, it's pretty mint. Taillights look clean. We got this wing on here. I'm not sure what kind of wing this is. I don't know too much about the S14s. I don't really like it. I kind of want to take it off, but I hope there's not going to be any holes in the quarter panel from this little thing on the side. The passenger side, pretty much just some clear coat peel, but the body's super straight overall. There's no like major dents or dings or anything. The car is pretty much like 100% rust free. If you look at all the fenders, all the wheel wells, everything is super mint. The fenders aren't rolled or anything like that. Overall, it's a super mint chassis. I'm super happy with it. The only thing they did is just wrap the hood in this carbon fiber. The roof is also wrapped, as well as the wings. So I didn't peel it off yet because I don't know how bad it looks underneath. I kind of started peeling this off. Doesn't look too bad, but I just want to leave it on for now until I'm ready to either paint or wrap the car. Probably end up wrapping it soon. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the exterior. Let's hop into the interior. All right, as far as the interior goes, nothing serious. The driver's seat just got some wear and tear, got a few holes. Passenger seat is clean. The back seats look mint. The door panels look pretty fresh. The dashboard has cracks, of course, just a normal S chassis thing. They also had it wrapped in this carbon fiber, so I'm leaving it on for now because I don't want to see how bad it is, but I do have a dashboard cover on the way, so I'll peel that off soon. The shift boot's pretty torn up, pretty ugly. I have a new one on the way as well. We got the Super JDM stereo. It does work, but it's got some weird stations, so I'm gonna have to get that replaced with an in-dash or something. We got this pretty cool Momo steering wheel. They do have the horn hooked up, so that's pretty cool. The car is almost at 60,000 kilometers, so I don't know how accurate that is, but mileage, that's like, I don't know, it's like 40,000 miles or something. So, I mean, I do believe it because the engine does sound really healthy, and overall the car is pretty mint. So that's pretty low mileage for a 26-year-old car. It's kind of hard to believe, but I don't know, I'm just gonna believe it. Other than that, the interior is clean. I also don't have a sunroof. I'm not sure if that's just like a JDM thing or if there are any models in the US that don't have sunroofs, but I do know most S14s do have sunroofs and they all leak, so I don't have to worry about that. That's another plus. All right, so that's pretty much it for the interior. Now I guess I'll show you guys the downside of the car. To the people that do know about S chassis and like the SR20s and stuff, you probably already noticed by now, but this is an NA car. Most of the S chassis in Japan are the SR20 DETs, so they are the turbo ones, but this is the NA one, so kind of sucks. It is a lot weaker, I'm sure, but it's fine with me because that means this car hasn't been beat on. Most of the SR20 DETs are pretty abused. That's kind of the downside of having a turbo car, but not a big deal. I'm planning on eventually swapping this car down the road. I'm gonna try to daily it for now, probably start drifting it soon. And once this thing blows, I'll just probably throw in like an LS or a JZ or something. I'm not sure yet, that's kind of down the road. But yeah, the engine bay overall is pretty clean. We don't have like any leaks or anything. I still have to pressure wash it. Still got all the JDM pine on here from Japan. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the engine bay. Let me pop the trunk real quick. Trunk I also haven't cleaned yet. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if I should touch it. Freaking coronavirus or something. But the trunk is super clean, so we got the original floor mats, and check that out. The spare wheel's still here. No rust, no water, no leaks, nothing like that. And he even had the OEM jack in there. So yeah, this thing is clean, man. Also got this pretty cool Port of Yokohama sticker. This is gonna be a pretty slow project. I have a lot of things planned for it, but it's gonna take a lot of time. So stay tuned. I'm super excited on this. I'm planning on hopefully starting to drift it this summer. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Before we go, I think we gotta at least try doing the first burnout. I don't know. I mean, we're at a church parking lot right now, so we're gonna have to pull out somewhere because I want to respect this property. I don't know, should I send it? I mean, the car is pretty weak and it's dry out, so whatever. I mean, let's try it. I know this thing doesn't have LSD, so it might be like a one wheel peel, but I guess let's try it out. All right, man, hopefully I don't break something right now, but gotta go out with a burnout, man. It's a drift car. How much do I rev it to?
RPM, bro. Bounce off of it.
It's gonna work, guys?
Send.
Alright guys, well we made it back home, the car is back in the garage, and I realized I didn't talk too much about my plans with the car, so within the next month I'm planning on doing the 5-lug conversion. I want to get some coilovers, so if you know someone that's selling used coilovers for S14, let me know. I also have my RPF ones from the S2000, so pretty excited to throw them on this car. I think it'll look good once it's slammed. Originally I was looking for like a drift car that I could just take to the track and beat up, but then after I picked this up, I realized it was a little too clean. Like I'd feel pretty bad crashing this thing into a wall, so I'm gonna try to keep it a pretty clean drift car. I still plan on drifting it, taking it to the track and all that, but I just want to keep it fresh, so yeah, we'll see where that goes. I'm not sure where this car is gonna take me down the road in, I don't know, a couple of years, whatever, but yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe because I have a lot of things planned for this car. The S2000, I did not forget about, I'm not gonna forget about. I still have a lot of things planned for that car as well, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too long, hope I didn't bore you guys, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.